Welcome to the Talking the Line podcast, presented to you by Talking the Line Sports Media, giving you our best insights and analysis so you can rake in some cold hard cash on your next sports bet. Now sit on back, open up your mind, and let's cash some tickets. We can't thank you enough for joining us. We hope you enjoy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, degenerates and gamblers, far and wide, and welcome in to episode number 258 of the Talking the Line podcast on this absolutely beautiful Monday of bets. I hope you had a spectacular weekend and you're ready to keep the good vibes flowing into the week here with your boy. But before we can do any of that, please, if you could be so kind for me, take a few seconds too. Smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you are currently ingesting the TTL Pod on. If you are watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell over there as well so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping on this here channel. Or if you are watching on one of the social media platforms like Facebook or Twitter, make sure you hit that like button, that follow button there so you never miss any of the additional TTL social media content. Or if you are listening to the pod on your favorite podcast directory, make sure you hit that subscribe button there too if you haven't already, as the audio of every single live show releases after each one is complete. Next item up on the docket. Hey, if you'd be so kind, you can find it in your heart to do so while you are watching today's show. Go ahead and hit that other like button. Leave me a comment, leave me a rating. Jump on over yonder in the live chat if you are watching live. You know I love to connect with you guys live here on the show. Throw your comments live up on the screen and dive into some rabbit holes right alongside with you. If you are on Twitter, please pop over to Facebook or YouTube if you want to drop some comments in. A little PSA there for you too. And if you wouldn't mind, maybe hit that share button, send it on over to your brothers, mothers, fathers, sisters, aunts, uncles, friends, enemies, neighbors, people who live on the opposite side of the damn globe as you, but you would refer to as a good old-fashioned ticket cashing degenerate, because that's what I am here at the TTL Pod, and I can't thank you enough when you do all of those things, because it only helps me make TTL Sports Media bigger and better for each and every one of you. Last, certainly not least, head on over down there to this episode's description where you will locate the Talking the Line link tree. Within that link tree, you will find the TalkingTheLine.com website, all of my additional social platforms and TTL's social platforms and all of my additional content so you can consume all of that jazz in one convenient location, however and whenever you please. Ladies and gentlemen and beautiful gambling people, joining me for episode number 258 of the Talking the Line podcast, I am your humbled, honored, hyped, and always handicapping host, Cappin Colt Soroka, and I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out, get some picks, do a little board walking with me, dive into some rabbit holes, get some laughs, a little bit of motivation to wrap things up, then go on and get about our Mondays. Now, going to be a little bit of a quicker episode from your boy here today. I mean, not like 15 minutes quick, but I am recording Season 3 of Wise Words, episode number 5 here today at 12:30 p.m. Central. Usually don't do that till about between 2 and 4 Central, but my guy here today only had this block, and I said, hey, man, I'm not missing out on this. This is the perfect time I need to be able to talk to you, so let's get it locked in. So I hammered that down. I hammered him in, so he will be live in primetime with us, tonight, but on Wednesday, 12 p.m. Central. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, or go to talkingtheline.com/wise-words-podcast. As far as today goes, my friends, limited slate. I don't want to say limited slate if you are a MLB fan, because obviously there's plenty of games going on. 4 out of the National League, 5 out of the American League, and then we got 3 interleague play games. Obviously, we'll go through all of those, courtesy of our friends over there at Wager Talk is what I'm looking at, the board right now. I'll pop that up on the screen here shortly. One NHL game, I won't waste any time talking about that. That's actually the Moneyline Dice roll of the day, so the whole cubicle objects that be already live here on set. We'll talk all about that, so I won't waste any time giving my opinions on that one. And then no NBA playoffs right around the corner. Thursday starts the play-in game. So I'll talk about that more as it rolls on into the week, and especially in the Rants and Reactions, some of that more stuff, because I won't have a boatload of NBA plays because I didn't get involved all year long. So give me a little while for the week to kind of unfold, and we'll talk about that more as the bracket unfolds and stuff like that. So check it out. Keep tuning in. But for today, it is all MLB Bay. So without further ado, my friends, let's get in the first segment of the day. Board walking with Cappin Colt. That's right, my friends. Let me do one of these numbers and one of these numbers. And now you see what I see, baby. That's what I was looking at. Once again, let me remove this so we can shout them out properly. Courtesy of our friends over there at wagertalk.com. We appreciate you. We'll keep you up for the duration of this. Also, shout out to my good friends at etherbrews.com and the Ether Brews. I got lots to talk about to them second half of the show, but man, oh man, is that a crispy lid. Whoo, child, please. For now, though, we talk about this board. All of the MLB games, you see up top, we have the National League. You see right here, we have the American League. And you see down there, we have the Interleague. Now, for sake of not confusing everybody and bouncing all over this doggone thing, I'm just going to go top to bottom. Now, what you will notice is that it is not the correct times. So I would technically be starting here, then going up to the NL, then going down to the Interleague twice, then coming back here, then forget that. I'm not going all over the place and making everybody confused and whatever. So I do have a good handful of plays. I'll let you know if I got to play out of one. I got a boatload of action today. So somebody asked me this weekend, too, and I kind of wanted to set the stage. So I do view myself as a handicapper. Obviously, I get up every morning. I spend 2 hours handicapping lines. I do the night before as well. Like, I consider myself a handicapper. But at the end of the day, I consider myself more of an edutainer. I can put out plays, and you guys can play them. You can fade them. I'm not telling you that I am the end-all, be-all source of everything. I don't know shit about fuck at the end of the day, and I've always been truly transparent about that. Yes, I do a lot more work than the average human being. Yes, I have connections that have allowed me to learn a lot about sports gambling. But at the end of the day, I'm here to make other people just as smart at sports gambling as I am. Help you understand, what are these percentages? What are these numbers? Why are they doing that? Where can I start to make a basis of a play? What are these books trying to do to me? Because at the end of the day, the books are trying to beat us, and we're all trying to beat the books. So I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I'm not saying I'm worse than anybody. I'm just saying I'm trying to make everybody better at the end of the day. So I'm going to slim up, tighten up some of my analysis. I won't go all the way through. Of course, I'll still have my trends. I'll have everything. But at the end of the day, when it comes to the plays, I'm going to keep that tighter. And I just really want to focus on making everyone understand why these lines are set this way, why these things are happening this way, and truly where can you find the value based on these things? So I know that's what I've always done, but just a kind of a minor change. It just won't be as analytical. I'll still have, you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. So let's get things rocking and rolling, my friends. Top of your screen, you see it here. Let me take my doggone, let's see, hold on, cursor over here. Is that the right one? I'm gonna need, oh wait, what did I do here? What did I do? Okay, yeah, here it is. Okie dokie, artichokes. We go to the first game up on tap. Rotation number 951, 952. We got first pitch 1:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. You see it highlighted on your screen. Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the St. Louis Cardinals. You got Zach Thompson going up against Dakota Hudson for the Cardinals. Right now, obviously, you can see a boatload of bets, the tickets coming in on the Pirates. 75% of the tickets and 73% of the actual money is wagered on St. Louis's money line. And we can all see that. Even a blind man can see that. That is why I'm avoiding the full game money line. I saw a boatload of experts already on this talking about, oh, this is undervaluation. And I don't want to throw shade at anybody, my friends, but in this industry, when you see 15 people backing a specific side and the line is moving in the opposite direction, and they're like, oh, I got this at X dollars, and it's like getting better for them. Like they're holding up that CLV trophy we like to talk about, closing line value. They got it at plus 100. It now sits minus 120, and they sit up on their mountain excited as all hell. I can promise you that a lot of people are doing that with the Pittsburgh Pirates. So I'm avoiding the full game because a lot of people are involved there. But I am going to get involved in the first five. I think we're getting crazy value on the first five because of this pitching matchup. Now, Pittsburgh first five run line plus a half is my first official best bet out of this one. So it's not based off yesterday's game. That drubbing, I don't care. 9-4, cool. I do care. Like, it's awesome. I think Pittsburgh's offense has woken up. I think their bats are ready to rock and roll. And I've said it here in the NL Special Edition that I think St. Louis's back half of their lineup really starts to get them in trouble, and that's what we're going to start seeing here today. Again, Zach Thompson against Dakota Hudson. You see it there. Thompson made his debut in 2021 with the Marlins, so really not much tape on him. Cardinals have never officially faced him. Not a single batter in that lineup has had an official at-bat against him. I think he dominates the Cards here from start to finish 1 through 9 today. And then I think Hudson kind of gets rocked around. He pitched 2 games last year. Both were against the Cubs. One was absolutely terrible and one was great, but I'll remind you of how shit that Cubs roster was at the end of last year. It was in shambles. It was not good, and I really think he's going to get beat all over the ballpark today. Remember, we don't need the Pirates to be winning the first 5. We just need to have them tied, and I really think they get that done, especially when you're giving me plus 106 odds. So that's what my mind is there. I think Zach Thompson can keep us in the game, and I think Dakota Hudson makes a few mistakes, and that Pirates offense can also keep us in the game as well. So there you go, my friends. First best bet of the day, Pittsburgh Pirates first 5, run line plus a half. I'll obviously recap all these too. I won't ever take that away. But next one up here, my friends, we got the Mets against the Phillies, rotation number 953. 954. We have a 4:45 p.m. Central Time first pitch. You got Taijuan Walker going up against Rangers Suarez. I talked about Suarez being the question mark for me in this in the back half of this Phillies rotation when we were talking about the NL Central Division when I did that special edition. Again, just mentioned that. My first gut instinct reaction was to go to Taijuan Walker. I checked it out. The odds just scared me away, if I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I think that's the right side. I think Suarez ends up jacking up a little bit. The Mets have traditionally hit lefties very well. I just don't know what Walker's going to do yet. So keep an eye on Taijuan. Taijuan's going to have value as the year rolls on, but right now I think you need to see this first matchup, especially against what is already proven over the weekend to be an electric Phillies offense that is going to be dangerous all throughout the entire year. So I say keep your ears to the streets. Maybe take a side on this one, but don't put any money on it. You know, one of them just this is a data collecting game, so a little something to think about there. We move right along, but no official play from me in that matchup. Next one up. We move along to the Washington Nationals against the Atlanta Braves. Huascar Ynoa, after being injured most of last year, comes back to make his first official start for the Braves. Washington has not announced an official starter yet. I told you this was going to be their fucking Achilles heel. There's three guys I think that like, okay, they can depend on Corbin being one of them, but now really depend on, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, They don't know who the hell's starting in the fourth game of the series, and I think this is going to be the Achilles heel of that Nationals team all year long. If they can't get offense going, they are doomed because this pitching rotation in the back half of this bullpen too is not good. I'm gonna say it. They're ass. They are complete ass. It is not good. I said it in the NL breakdown. Go back and listen to me if you don't believe me. I said this Washington rotation is gonna get them in trouble. I don't care what those bats want to do, and we're kind of already seeing it. So there you go. Rotation number 955, 956, 6:20 p.m. Central. First pitch. There's my thoughts on the Braves against the Nats. Final matchup in the National League here tonight, my friends. We got an 8:45 p.m. first pitch, Central Time first pitch. Hold on, 8:45 p.m. Central Time first pitch. There we go. That's how you use your English words, Colt. Way to go, bub. Bright eyes, big smiles. Rotation number 957, 958. We got the San Diego Padres and the San Francisco Giants. Nestor, see, wow, I was doing really good here today with all of these pitcher names and everything. This is actually one I have a play out of later. It's on the Monday Madness Parlay, but I don't have a play for my best bets as far as that goes. That is Nick Martinez. Don't try and make it anything harder than it is. It's just Nick Martinez, Colt, and everybody out there. So now you know Nick Martinez is going to be that next guy in that rotation. I talked about that kind of being Achilles heel if the Padres couldn't figure out who that fourth, fifth guy was going to be. Yikes. They got Nick Martinez in. We'll see what he does. I'm a huge fan of Alex Wood. If you followed this show at all last year, you follow any of my MLB plays, you know I love Alex Wood when he's on the pump for the Giants, and I think he's going to keep dealing. So I'm ready to rock and roll on the lefty. I got to play on it, but stick around for the next segment. Monday Madness Parlay, get you a little extra juice. We'll get there. That's the NL, mis compadres. Let's keep it moving and keep it a-grooving into the American League. I do have a play on this one. Let me slide on over here real quick, my friends, so I can make sure I got everything right for you here. Yes, sir, Bob. Oh, easy now. All right, first matchup coming out of the American League. We got a 1:10 p.m. Central Time first pitch, rotation number 959, 960. Cleveland Guardians. If I just said the Indians, I'm apologizing. Once again, I'm going to keep doing that probably till at least we're a month into this season. Kansas City Royals as well. The Cleveland Guardians are trotting out Aaron Savale on the old bump, and then Carlos Hernandez coming out for Kansas City. Pretty much the exact same thing I'm already seeing. Everybody and their brothers, kind of how I talked about Pittsburgh. Everybody and their brothers is already on Kansas City. Oh, we've seen the movement. We bought in at plus 100. Now it's up to minus 120. Here's my closing line value. What do you think? And we know how that happens. They end up going in the trash can labeled CLV with your big, nasty, stinky trophy. That's right, I'm a poet and I didn't even know it, but I do have a play out of this game. Sticking to the first five. Going to take the Guardians' first five run line plus a half. Getting it right around minus 134. I think that's incredible value. And point blank period, that is just because what these two teams do in their matchups against each other, which is a lot. There's a lot of sample size, is they tie in the first five. Whether that's Cleveland scrapping back, whether that's Kansas City scrapping back, it doesn't matter to me. I was going to take the first five on either side, and it just so happened Cleveland be the ones that got it. So Cleveland is 5-0 to the first five run line when you give them plus a half in the last 5 meetings, 8-2 to the plus a half last 10 meetings. So sold on that alone, and then this pitching matchup really did it for me. Savale versus Hernandez. Hernandez has not had an official start against Cleveland, and after this Cleveland offense have been embarrassed in the first 2 games of the series, I think they wake up here and really start to rock and roll, especially after last night's performance. They drubbed them 13-4, so I think we see something a little bit similar to that. And I think Savale, if you look at his top-line numbers against Kansas City, he holds a little bit above a 3 ERA. And I think they're a little bit inflated just because of a small sample size. He's only had 53 at-bats against this lineup, 271 batting average, 314 OBP, and an 872 OPS. I think that we see a little bit of positive regression on those numbers because he always starts the season off solid. 2.94 ERA last April, and I think we see something very, very similar from Savale. So in Savale, we trust. In the Guardians' bats, we trust. And remember, my friends, once again, we just only have to have it tied. The Guardians do not have to be winning this one outright. So give me the Guardians' first five run line plus a half for my second best bet of the day. Rotation number 959, 960. Moving right along, my friends. Rotation number 961 and 962. We have a 4:10 p.m. Central Standard Time first pitch and also a first sip right now. Actually, who am I? What have I done? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? Hold on. To me. To thee. Sipping on the black elixir of the gods on this gorgeous Monday of bets. Please take your sip. I apologize. I know we're all not superstitious, just a little stitious. So take your sip. I'll be right back. Oh, child, please. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Back into it. Rotation number 961, 962. The Boston Red Sox. Shout out Jeff Dawson over there at East Coast Sports Investors. My guy, my man. Appreciate the hell out of you. Going up against the Detroit Tigers. Matt Manning on the bump for the Tigers. Michael Waka Flocka on the mound for the Red Sox. I got to play out of this one. First leg actually to tip off or kick off, pitch off, whatever on the Monday Madness Parlay. So stick around for that. We will talk all about it here very, very, very shortly. So next one up. Oakland Athletics against the Tampa Bay Rays. Rotation number 963, 964, 5:40 p.m. Central Time. First pitch, my friends. Just a couple of things on this one. I think this is another data collector game. I think you can take a side, but do not put any money on it. Don't risk your bankroll on this. Kind of jury's still out. What the hell is Paul Blackburn going to do for Oakland? I'm not sure what he looks like. Luis Patino had good games here and there last year, but then there was times like this when you would see him minus 220. You get involved in the first five, and he would just absolutely lay an egg. So I think this one's more of a data collector. Just keep your ears to the streets. I don't like any value in it. I don't like where the 8.5 is. I don't like none of it. So I just say collect some data and stay out of this one altogether. Next one up. Rotation number 965, 966. We got a 6:05 p.m. Central Time. First pitch going to New York. Toronto Blue Jays against the New York Yankees. Yankees are trotting out Jameson Taillon, and then Alek Manoah taking the pump for the Jays. Give me all of Manoah. I got to play out of this game here. It is actually the second leg on the Monday Madness Parlay, so stick around for that. There's 3 legs, and we only got one more to kind of tell you about here for the Monday Madness, and we'll actually tell you what the legs are here very soon. So keep it moving, keep it grooving. We have... The time has officially come. Hear ye, make way for the legend of Chris Flexen as he takes the bump once again for the M's, baby. Please, if you don't know by now, on my gravestone it will read, "Here lies Cappin Colt, hammered in the M's first 5 plus a half every time Chris Flexen was on the bump." That is what it will read, and between the dash, you know how there's the year you live, the year you died. That dash will be gone, and that will be in between my years. What am I taking? Obviously, I'm taking it. Come on, baby. We're taking the Seattle Mariners first 5 run line plus a half, getting it right around minus 115. I'm going to slide over here real quick, and I'm also taking the Mariners full game on the money line. So what do I always tell you guys about that? We take the first 5s for a full unit. I absolutely love that. First 5 plus a half for a full unit. You're getting, again, right around minus 115 odds. And then the full game for a half unit. Why do we do this? I tweeted this out on Sunday or Saturday. If you didn't see it, there's some key reasons why I do this. And a lot of people ask, like, why do you do that double? Like, if you're just confident, just play the one. Sometimes you get some fugazi nonsense happening in the bottom of the 5th inning where a team will go up 3-2 and you get busted in the first 5. But the team that you bet on has been playing an absolutely electric game, and you have this feeling inside of you that, damn, I think they're going to come back in the 7th, 8th inning. Well, you hammered in the early odds when it was really, 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 really valuable, only for a half unit. So even if it loses, you're still not down 2. You're still risk managing. You're still money managing. You're playing it safe, right? But at the end of the day, now you have this opportunity. 6th, 7th inning goes by. Oh my gosh, that team that regained the lead, busted your first 5, now gives up the lead again. Holy shit, they don't get it back. And you just cashed a nice plus money Pauly. So the Mariners money line is at plus money, plus 116. So you even get to recoup a little bit more of your money. So that's why I do it. Again, I'm going to start explaining this as to why I make these plays. Not just, these are my plays and this is why you should do it. Everybody should know how to make these plays. I had a couple people hit me up in the DMs and like, yo, where do you start your process? What do you do here? I would love to learn. And I was like, damn, a lot of people don't talk about that shit. A lot of people just talk about, I'm the best capo on the planet, and you should watch all me and pay all my money. And not that that's wrong. Hey, y'all all have your place, and I know a lot of my friends are out there in the industry, and I love you. I to each his own. But at the end of the day, I think people need to understand a little bit more about the lines. So There you go. I hope you understand why I do that. But again, back in Chris Flexen, it is the legend of Chris Flexen, ready to rock and roll. The legend rides on. He's been dominant as all hell against Minnesota. 2 games pitched, 13 innings. He's gone, 3.46 ERA. And then Dylan Bundy on the bump. You see it there for Minnesota. If you did not follow him last year with the Angels, then you lived under a rock. Steaming pile, dumpster fire, my friend. It was bad. Torched all year long in the back half of the Angels lineup. And then now he comes to Minnesota to face Seattle, where he's actually faced him twice. 2 games against them, only 6 1/3 he's gone, and he carries a 4.26 ERA. So I think the M's offense absolutely torches Dylan Bundy again here today. But again, we don't have to be winning in the first 5. We just need to have Seattle have it tied, which I have very, very full confidence in. And then I think they squeak it out at the very end and win the first game of this series. So, or the last game of this series. I apologize. That came out totally wrong. Last game of this series. So give me all of Chris Flexen. The legend rides on. And if you want to, you question my belief and my faith in Chris Flexen, I wrote a blog right around this time last year. You can go back and look in the archives, talkingline.com/Colts-blog. And there is the Legend of Chris Flexen blog. Like, I've been rocking with this dog for a minute. Since the Mets drafted him and then he got traded to the M's, I've been rocking with this boy for a hot minute. So, shout out Chris Flexen. Let's keep cashing tickets, buddy. Rotation number 967, 968, 6:40 p.m. Central Time. First pitch, Seattle versus Minnesota. Okay, my friends. 3 more up on tap. I'm going to get out of here by 10:30. Not out of here, just out of this segment. So everybody relax. Don't go nowhere. We got another segment. We got plenty of segments, plenty of nonsense coming up. So 3 more on tap here. Milwaukee Brewers against the Baltimore Orioles. Milwaukee obviously is going to be, should be a heavy favorite in this game. But they're not as heavy as I was anticipating. To tell you the truth, I anticipated this line -170, -180, -200. But I think the Brewers proved very beatable against my Cubbies over the weekend here. I cannot lie to you. So, am I telling you to run to the window to back the Orioles? No, because I'm not. I have no play in this matchup. I actually was looking at that, and I ended up staying away simply because Bruce Zimmerman is just unproven, and he had a terrible, not even a sub-8 ERA last year in April. So, I think you just remain calm, don't get too crazy, and stay out of this game. So, there you go. Nothing out of that one for me. Another kind of data collector. I don't even think you can really collect much data out of this one. I think it's going to be kind of a mess. Hauser and Zimmerman both giving up a bunch of runs. Maybe the over's nice, but I don't know. I'm not sold on it. So stay out of that one because we got 2 plays out of these final 2 games. This one I have 2 plays out of, and 973, 974 is actually a leg on the Monday Madness Parlay. So we'll talk about that, and it won't take no time at all. So final one here. My last little bit of analysis here for my best bets of the day. Actually, let me slide back over on here real quick so I can make sure I got everything for you. We got rotation number 971 and 972, 3:05 p.m. Central Time. First pitch, my friends. Make sure you got it in before then. We got a battle of the lefties. Colorado Rockies against the Texas Rangers. Austin Gomber, against Taylor Hearn. I'm all over Gomer. Give me Gomer and the Rocks. They're playing good. They look good against the Dodgers over the weekend, and I'm still on it. I think they're being just a little undervalued here because they are on the road. They obviously haven't played a road game yet this year. What are the Rockies? I think the Rockies are brand new, and they are pristine. But really what sold me, again, first 5 run line plus a half is going to be my 1-unit play, and then we're going to take the Rockies full game money line for a half unit as well. It's pretty much exact same scenario I told you with Seattle, so I won't waste breath there. But I will tell you just a little bit about the pitching matchup so you can kind of believe me on that end. Austin Gomber, the lefty, he's not spectacular by any means, but he will get the job done, and he's handled Texas well in his career. 2 games against them, 3.48 ERA, only 14 at bats, so I look for that to kind of regress, actually. 222 batting average, 433 OBP, and an 822 OPS. Now, before you run away and hear those numbers and say, what the hell, I'm really thinking positive regression, and I think you need to take a look at Taylor Hearn. He has been riding the struggle bus since he came into the MLB, and especially against Colorado. He pitched 1 game against them, 9.00 ERA in 10 at-bats, 389 batting average, 500 OBP, and a 1.222 OPS. So I think Colorado continues to absolutely rock him. I think they get a huge lead here early. Again, they only need to have it tied, but I think they get a huge lead early. I just like the half-run backing, and then I don't think that the Rangers bullpen is able to do anything or allow them to scrap back in the game. And I absolutely think that Gomer goes 5-6 here, and then that Colorado Rockies bullpen shuts them down. So there you go. There's my thoughts on Rockies against the Rangers, and that does it for Board Walkin' with Cappin Colt. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. There we go. Who popped in here? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? James. What does the green, yellow, and red mean on the board? Oh, I'm sorry, James. I gotta pop over here. I gotta have this thing up. I'm not good at my producer duty. Actually, let me pop this up so we can actually talk about that. That's dope. Okay, so what this is that basically this is a board generated for bettors, right? So this is not generated for the betting public, right? Or this is not generated for the books, right? This is all generated for the betting public. This is for us to be able to take in and how can we utilize this to beat the books. So the red is it's moving in a negative way against us. So right there, you see right next to us, Cleveland and Kansas City, that 64 and the 52 highlighted in red. Now, what that means is that has dropped down and more money, more bets have came in on Kansas City since the last time we looked at this. I remember it was right around 65. I think it was, 65, 52. So you just popped up 65 and 54 is where it was at before. Now, you'll see the green. The green means it moved positively in a direction. It has gone up in our favor. So you'll see those movements ticking, and you just got to kind of watch those numbers and see where it's going, see what's happening. But they tend to be more aggressive movement when you see green, a little bit less, and then that yellow is just right in the middle as far as that movement goes. So I hope that helps you understand a little bit more there, because you kind of see like, oh, a little bit of action. See that 52 just changed, a little bit of action. It just kind of helps you see like, oh, this is some sharp action. This is heavy action coming in right now. Like see down, okay, right down there, bang, perfect opportunity. Seattle Mariners against the Minnesota Twins, 83%, 75%. But they're saying green, that's more sharp action than a big, heavy public play. So you see the red, more a little bit public play here with Cleveland and Kansas City, which is why I'm sticking to the first 5 and not the full game. So a little bit to think about there. It just kind of shows you what's happening, where it's moving, what's going. And then other books will also utilize it to you got to be careful. Wager Talk is the best. Shout out our friends over at Wager Talk, Kelly and Marco and all the Wager Talk family. I love you guys to pieces. Appreciate the hell out of you. But they do it the best. But some other books will indicate some colors like green and red with like the best available odds or the worst available odds. So you got to be careful, like to make sure that it's actually tracking it. But there you go, James. I appreciate your question, my man. It was definitely a nice little rabbit hole to get down there. So hey, appreciate you, James. You the man. All right, so there goes Boardwalking with Cappin Colt. Let's get in the second half of the show, and my friends, that is the Monday Madness Parlay. 4 legs on that bad boy, plus 818 odds. All right, keep eyes on comments. Keep eyes on comments. Keep eyes on comments. Okay, plus 818 odds. Keep eyes on camera. Keep eyes on comments. Keep eyes on camera. Okay, here we go. Quick sip. Keep eyes on camera, keep eyes on comments. Okay, bright eyes, big smiles. Whoa. Woo. Bright eyes, big smiles. Here we go. 4 legs, Monday Madness Parlay. First leg on that bad boy, we're taking Detroit Tigers. First 5 run line, plus a half. Pretty much kind of told you why I like that one. Matt Manning against Michael Wacha. I have a lot more faith in Manning than I do Wacha. I think we see a little bit of struggle bus here, and I thought that line should be much longer. Give me that first 5 plus a half. Second leg, give me the Toronto Blue Jays first 5 run line plus a half as well. They were actually favored on the run line this morning. They were also favored on the money line and then quickly flipped. I said, well, hell, if you're going to give me a half run of backing on a parlay, I might as well take that instead of the money line. It was actually right around the same odds, so took the plus a half there as well. Or not right around the same odds. How we would have took it on the money line. So didn't want to get wild just in case something happens where it pushes out. So Toronto first 5 plus a half, second leg. Third leg. Miami Marlins, first 5 run line, plus a half. One of my favorite young pitchers, Mr. Hernandez, on the bump for the Miami Marlins. Eduardo Hernandez, absolute stone cold killer. I think he has a day and a half. I think Michael Lorenzen struggles for the Angels, and I think Miami's winning this in the first 5. But again, we only need them to have it tied. And then I told you about this one, it seems like forever ago. San Francisco Giants, first 5 money line. So we're taking the fourth leg is on the money line. All the other 3 are first 5 run line plus a half. Fourth leg, San Francisco Giants on the money line. Again, I'll recap all of this, but I love Alex Wood. He is a dominant-ass pitcher. He takes care of business. He was great for us last year in the orange and black, and I think he returns to that same dominance here this season. So I don't think we got nothing to worry about. I think we got plenty of value here on those 4 legs, and I think that baby's making it straight to the pay window. So if you got an extra, $10 burning a hole in your pocket, $20 burning a hole in your pocket, $20, you get a fresh 170, 190 payout. You got a fresh 50 burning a hole in your pocket. You can do the math. I mean, hey, it's a payout and a half. So there's your 4 legs. Why don't I just go right on ahead, my friends? And while we are talking about the old Monday Madness Parlay, why don't we just recap all of today's best bets of the day? Well, I'm so glad you asked because I already got that ready to rock and roll. Without further ado, my friends, hey, absolutely, James, appreciate you, my brother. Absolutely, no problem at all, my man. Definitely, like I said, I'm an edutainer, man. I like to make people smarter out here at the end of the day than try and tell you that I'm the smartest one because I'm a humble dipshit. They can barely wipe that word off my forehead every morning. So, hey, appreciate you popping by, my brother. You the man. So let's keep it moving. We will recap all of my best bets of the day. Just so you guys got, again, fade them, play them, rock them, don't rock them. I have played every single one of them. Please play them for your unit and half units, whatever that might be. I am a $50 and $100 player, but I have that bankroll to do that. I have that bankroll set aside, but please be who you can afford to be. That all being said, my friends, my best bets of the day in the special play, the Monday Madness Parlay, recapped for you for this beautiful Monday of bets, April the 11th, 2022. Oh, there he is. There he is. That is the legendary Chris Flexen, ready to rock and roll. He's saying, hey, y'all better hammer these in right here, right now, and we're going to go straight to the pay window. You see what he's saying, but I'll recap him here for you just in case you're listening, not watching. First one up on tap, we're taking the Cleveland Guardians, first 5 run line, plus a half. Then we're going to the Pittsburgh Pirates, first 5 run line, plus a half as well. Following it up with the Colorado Rockies, first 5 run line, plus a half for a full unit, and then a half unit sprinkle on the Colorado Rockies, full game money line. Then we're going to the Seattle Mariners, first 5 run line, plus a half. The legend of Chris Flexen rides on. That's a full unit play. And then a half unit sprinkle on the Mariners full game money line as well. Opposite side of that, far side of your screen, you see the Monday Madness Parlay. Half unit play on that bad boy. Please stick to your bankroll management. But the 4 legs on that paying out at over 8-1 odds. The Detroit Tigers, first 5 run line plus a half. The Toronto Blue Jays, first 5 run line plus a half. The Miami Marlins, first 5 run line plus a half. And the San Francisco Giants, full game money line. Parlay those up. Call it the Monday Madness Parlay. Hammer in those other 6 straight plays and get on your walking shoes because we got plenty of trips straight to the cage to make. But before we can, I need you to lock them in, hammer them home, sprinkle a little bit of dough down, whatever you need to say. Just make sure you get my today's best bets of the day hammered in or not. Can't tell you what to do, but they are clearly primed for ticket cashing in whatever the current best line is on your favorite sports book. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's book bankrupting time. It's ticket cashing time. It is show time. That's my mindset here today. I'm seeing a clean sweep. Would tell you I'm a little worried about Pittsburgh, just how many people I see. That's the only one I'm worried about, though. Full transparency. Every other one I think is clean sweep. I just seen way too many people. That's why I did stick with the first 5, but full transparency. Always transparent over here on this side of the screen. So there you go. There you have it, my friends. One more time. My best bets of the day for this beautiful Monday bets, April the 11th, 2022. Okie doke, artichokes. Let's keep this proverbial podcast train steaming on down the tracks with the next segment of the day. Quick, fast, and in a hurry because they are wonderful friends of this show. The Moneyline Dice roll of the day, my friends. That's right. Holy cannoli. All right. Don't know. Hey, right in my lap. All right. Thought I lost it. All right. It's time for today's Moneyline Dice roll of the day. You see it down there in your ticker. We got the Winnipeg Jets up against the Montreal Canadiens. Les Habitants. Last time I looked, Winnipeg right around minus 136 favorite. And the over-under set at 6.5 as well. Let me click over that. Down to minus 121 now is Winnipeg after a minus 162 it opened. So maybe the old Habs got a little something brewing here today. If you're a fan of ASMR, there you are. There you have it. Let me do one of these numbers so we're not all glitchy. All right. Sick. Without further ado, first roll of the day, home or away? Are we going to the home team, Les Habitants, or are we going to the away team, Jets? I have no idea, haven't the slightest clue, but I assure you, we all find out in 3, in 2, in 1. Hit the paper, but slow roll. Home team! Les Habitants. I'll aim more this direction so we don't hit that paper next time, folks. With the second roll of the day, Moneyline or ATS. Are we getting that plus money parlay worked up here on this show? Or I didn't look at it, but let me click over again. The plus 1.5 is at minus 110, so there's no way I'm asking you to lay 2 bills, nor should these dice. So whatever they select, we are taking that money line. Shoot it out. ATS, it's a money line. Money line. There you go. There you have it. Les Habitants on the money line. Unofficially. Now, maybe the dice screwed up. Maybe they saw that. Maybe like, damn, sorry, my bad. We'll re-roll. Maybe not. Maybe they're doubling down. Maybe they say, no. We're straight. Maybe we see a home money line pop up here on the wild card die, or maybe they just skip all that nonsense, go straight to the total, give us another ticket, and we get another 2 straight to the pay window. I have no idea. I couldn't put my thumb on it if I tried, but I promise each and every one of you out there that the Moneyline Dice will tell you before you die. So I'm a poet and I didn't even know it, and we soon find out in 3, in 2, in 1. See ATS. Home ATS! Home ATS. Maybe they're trying to tell us something. We will not be hammering in home ATS. That is no. We are not laying 2 bills. I am sorry, dice. Moneyline on Les Habitants. The dice have spoken! If you want a guaranteed take 1 ticket straight to the pay window, straight to the cage, straight to your bookmaker to bankrupt them left, right, and center, hammer in right here, right now. Not per me, not per any living, breathing, heart-beating human being on this planet, but per the all-knowing, ever-powerful, cubicle objects that be known as the Moneyline Dice. Hammer in right here, right now. Les Habitants, the Montreal Canadiens, on the money line. Thank you, Dice. Thank you, Dice. Whew! Has to work out sometimes, I tell you what. Let's see, what are the boys doing to kick off the week? Brand new page. Let's cross that out. Let's see here. We got WPG versus MTL. We got MTL on the money line. Montreal Canadiens on the money line. Once again, my friends, for this beautiful 4/11/2022 Moneyline Dice roll of the day. Now, you want your own tracking book? Pretty handy dandy. You can check everything going on in there. You want your own MMA scorecard? I know, pretty cool. You can track some fights. You can be a judge. You can say that's bullshit. Piotr Jan should have won that this weekend. I don't know what the fuck's going on in those judges' heads. I don't know. I scored it different. But you can start scoring it yourself. Hell, you can even start rolling in Moneyline Dice just like I do every single doggone day as I'm trying to get these headphones back on here situated. Or you can check out some of the other amazing merch they got. Maybe the hat, maybe some of the other wearables that they got coming out. Whatever you want. Perfect time to mention it because Moneyline Dice just came across in the ticker that direction. You'll see it again here. Stop by moneylinedice.com. Huge fans of everybody over there. Was well before we even were tight with those guys or even met them before we started doing this show. So big fans of them. Check them out, moneylinedice.com. When you get everything in your cart, get everything picked out that you want. Nothing off limits. Enter code TTL10 at checkout. That is TTL10 at checkout. You're going to get 10% off your first order, moneylinedice.com. Whew, okay. Hold on, let me fix my doggone hat here, kids. Whew, boy. All right. We are rocking and rolling now. We are full bore. All right, baby. Whoo-wee. All right. Daggum. I'm going to tell you what. You guys aren't going to see this, but I got shorts on underneath my sweats. I have sweats on right now. Whew. I'm hot. I'm going to tell you something. My pants are coming off, but just know that when I throw these pants behind me, I still got pants on. I just have pants without legs. So, hey, yes, my pants are gone. See you later. All right, well, good. Wow, beam me up, Scotty. I was getting hot. Should not have worn sweats and a hoodie with this Chicago humidity coming out of here. So, goodness gracious, all Friday. All right, I'm back in business here, kids. That was the Moneyline Dice roll of the day. I do believe it is time to get into the second half of the show, unless I see anything else pertinent. No, I certainly don't. So, without further ado, my friends, let's get into the second half of the show. We'll talk some Cubbie Corner, a few rants and reactions, a little crypto corner as well, motivation minutes, and then we will get about our Monday. So, can't thank you guys enough for hanging out, sticking around for that first half of the show. If you're not a huge fan of sports gambling or you're just trying to learn, you know me from another avenue, and you're just trying to catch some insights and learn as much as you can, because you know me, I like to learn too, so I resonate with you guys for sure. If that's what it is, I promise you the second half of the show, you're going to love it, you're going to enjoy it. Talk all things sports, rabbit holes, crypto, everything in between. So just stick around, let's get wild. Can't thank you guys enough for hanging out here today. But first segment of the second half of the show, just quickly, my Cubbie Corner. Nothing major. You see it there. Just went by. We're off. No game here today. Make the trip over to Pittsburgh to play the P-Roots tomorrow. I believe a 2-game homestand. And then we go over to Colorado to play the Rockies after they're done with the Rangers here. So I think they play the Rangers for a 2 or 3 game sweep. It'd be cool if they 3-game sweeped them. We'd be cashing tickets on them sons of guns. That'd be really cool if they did that. And then they go back home to welcome in the Cubbies. So went 2-1. Should have clean sweeped them 3-0 with Stroh on the mound. That bullpen just got a little bit shaky there towards the end. The Brewers figured it out. It is what it is. No big deal. We looked really, really good. Sometimes you're going to lose those. I mean, it wasn't a 9-0 whoop down like, oh, sorry. Sorry, Brewers fans. 6-5, those will happen, is what it is. I actually do put it on me because my Chicago Cubs C-Bums, which is a Chicago NFT project, was not changed as my profile picture, and it was the lucky one, and I did not change it until after nonsense happened. So it's all on me. At the end of the day, it's on me. I will be better next time. I will ensure that it is changed tomorrow for game time. I promise you these things will never happen again. We will continue to win. Hey, every team can't win 162 in a season, but ain't nobody said nothing about 161. So, who am I? Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not. Oh, who knows? Maybe just keep tuning in and we'll keep talking about the Cubbies at the beginning of every second half of this here show. That does it for my Cubbie Corner. Super easy, super quick. Nothing major. That's why I might turn this thing into a blog. I don't know, just like a quick update to the lineup, just like but it's honestly quicker to talk about it like that instead of rip out a whole nother blog, and I'm already here talking to you guys. So what the hell difference does it make? Speaking of what the hell difference does it make, my rants and reactions. Who knows where the hell we go during these? A couple of things here, nothing crazy. Shout out Scotty Scheffler. Big round of applause, getting his first green jacket at the Masters. Shout out my Uncle Wally. Uncle Walleye was his birthday yesterday. He was live at the Masters. Talk about one hell of a birthday gift. I would kill to be there. Didn't know because he wouldn't text me back. I thought he didn't like me anymore. I just thought I was getting swept under the rug. I was like, damn, Uncle Wall, we used to be cool. We had a pretty solid relationship. Damn, all right, bet for sure. I guess it's gonna be like that. And then I found out he was at the Masters. I said, oh, okay, wait a minute. I guess I'll let him do him. I'll let him enjoy his, but it's about him at the end of the day. It's his day, not my day. So I yield back. I'll let him hit me up. Found out he was at the Masters. Absolutely electric. Talked to him. So shout out again, Uncle Wally. Appreciate you and happy birthday, my friend. All that being said, was an absolutely electric Masters. Hopefully you followed Talking the Line and saw the back-to-back finishes for Morikawa. Well, Rory, then Morikawa. I was absolutely electric. Both of them chipped out of that bunker. Perfect in a... I mean, it was absolutely electric. It was a beautiful finish. Everything in between. Cam Smith. A lot of people were calling that Scheffler implosion, and it ended up being Smith that imploded. So... very interesting that Scotty Scheffler caught fire on Friday and then never looked back. He was never in danger of losing that. There was a couple of risky shots, but, he was hitting fairways. He was chipping. He was driving for the dough and putting for the show. Or driving for the show, putting for the dough. Driving for the show, putting for the dough. And it was absolutely ridiculous. There was just not a spot on that golf course that he did not look comfortable and did not look good. So... shout out to Scotty, former Texas Longhorn, bringing a green jacket back to America's country. Hell yeah! Yeehaw! All right, my friends. I crack myself up sometimes. Moving right along. Speaking of crack myself up sometimes, when I make a very, very decided side play based off of what I know will happen, and then the judges decide to F me. UFC 273, let's talk about Jan and Sterling first. I say bullshit if you think Aljo won that first round. No doubt in my mind he started to whoop his ass as that fight wore on, but that first round was just not like that was the deciding one, and that was all Piotr in my opinion. So, I don't know, I had a 3-2 the other way, just like the boss man Dana White said. So, I don't know, man. I mean, that fight's always going to be there. There's going to be that option to always have that fight come back. Obviously, now everybody's talking about Aljo Dillashaw. I don't know, the way Aljo paraded around, like, it's not like he absolutely obliterated Jan by any means whatsoever. Like, he did have one very, very, very convincing round, but outside of that, like, I mean, whatever. I'm not, like, all the way sold on he needs to be the champion. Like, I think a lot of guys could come in there and beat him. I think if Sugar Sean O'Malley wasn't taking his career that he was, and like, you got to remember, Sugar Sean O'Malley is still only, like, 25, 26, I don't know, maybe a little older. Maybe he's a little older than that. I don't know. Maybe he's not. I have no idea how old he is now, but I know he's still freaking young, so he's got a lot of opportunities. We still haven't seen him fight as much as I believe we should be seeing him fight. So, I don't know. That bantamweight division is really shook up. I don't really know. I tweeted some stuff out from the TTL page as far as some potential upcoming matchups. Sounds like Henry Cejudo's making a run back at it. I don't know what the hell's going on in the bantamweight division. There's just so many names left, right, center here. So we'll see what the hell shakes out, but definitely was a good fight. Not a great fight, but a great showing, I guess. Volkanovski against TKZ. I mean, Volkanovski looked light years above TKZ. I mean, like, light years. Like, they didn't even look like they needed to be in the same class. I mean, that was absolutely insane. Volkanovski, 4th round TKO, probably could have been stopped in the 3rd round. Volk looked good. Oh my gosh. Solidifying himself as that number 2 PFP, pound for pound, but also really making a serious argument if he has another fight before Kamaru does that he's pound for pound baddest dude on the planet. That man looked effing insane. And the way he was talking about, I was watching some of his training camp during fight week and watching some, like, in addition to the countdowns, I was going back and watching some of the stuff that he had posted, and it was like, damn, He's on another level, man. He thinks about stuff that, like, oh, what about that twister? He's like, yeah, I drilled 1,000 twisters. Like, yeah, that's already been in. We've prepared for everything. I promise you. Like, he thinks of every little nook and cranny, not like, yeah, there's no way he's going to do that again. Like, every little thing. The reason why he got out of that Ortega mounted guillotine was because all he did was drill guillotines and being comfortable. His coach puts him in these uncomfortable. He'll be hitting pads. Just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Right here, all of a sudden, boom, takedown from the side. One of his teammates comes in, smokes his ass from the side, and he's got to sprawl. He's got to push him. He's got to pummel out. Bang, get back up on the pads. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, uppercut, 1, 2, and then back to it. I mean, it is absolutely insane. Like, they start their training at a disadvantage, so when they're at a disadvantage in the fight, it feels like they're at an advantage. So, like, he had been in that Ortega choke so many times before, and probably in that exact same situation where he thought he was about to go out, but he had seen that darkness before, and he's like, okay, I can make it. Come on, I'm right there. I can feel it slipping. Come on, I'm right there. Stay firm. And bam, grip slipped. He's out. So, big shouts to Ortega. Big shouts to Fight of the Year, no doubt in my mind. Khamzat Chimaev against Gilbert Burns. Holy frijoles. My opinion, Khamzat needed that. I think it would have been a detriment for him to come in and run through Gilbert. I really think it would have. I think it would have put him on a path that he did not need to be on, and then he would get slammed through the floor in his next matchup, and the reign of Khamzat Chimaev might be over, because I've seen it happen time and time again in the UFC. But for him to go 3 rounds with an absolute warrior like Gilbert and get dropped in the 3rd, or dropped in the 2nd, whatever it was, I mean, I'm still trying to unpack that whole fight. I've watched it over and over, and I'm still losing my mind. That is Fight of the Year, and you saw a different Khamzat Chimaev at the post-fight interview table. Period. He had gotten his purple belt, and he was much, much different than we've ever seen him at another. It was like that 15 minutes with Gilbert put 5 years on his life, like, just matured him. Like, he was instantaneously like, no, I was over aggressive, and I gotta have the smash these guys mentality, but I have to go back. Like, he was very humble and owning up that he fucked up, and like he that should not have gone that way whatsoever. So, I think Kamzat learned a lot, and I think we are only... Because now he's number 2. Now he's number 2 in the world. He was 11. He just beat the number 2 man in the world. So now he is number 2. Holy shit. Number 1 contender fight. Put him in front of Kamaru. Holy cannoli. That's his 5th fight. 4th or 5th fight. Maybe 4 times in 2 years, and now 5th. I don't know. Whatever it was. That's unheard of. So don't sleep on Kamzat. If you were teaming at Christmas, I don't know why, but... Do not sleep on Kamzat. We got Vicente Luque against Bilal Muhammad this weekend. Shout out Bilal. Chicago guy. Actually trains 10 minutes up the street from here, 15 minutes up the street from here with Juliana Pena and all those guys. Shout out to all that. I mean, that is a squad and a half. I would love to have the opportunity to train and roll with those guys someday. Maybe I just pop in sometime. Who knows? Who the hell knows? But shout out to all you guys. Shout out to Bilal. Obviously, we will have... UFC blog. That's what I was trying to look for. Drop it on Friday. I find it a little auspicious to drop it on Friday. I'll drop it on Friday too, and then I'll do it again on Saturday, but it'll probably be out on Friday just because I usually have it done Thursday night. So just to get her done. So be on the lookout for all of that, and then additional content. I'll be pumping that out all week long. And then, excuse me. Also, already mentioned it, but NBA. Son of a bitch. Already mentioned it, but NBA playoffs start on Thursday. So I'll be diving through all of that. We can talk about that a little bit more in depth as the week rolls on here. But stay tuned for that. We'll get on to all of that. And to wrap up the rants and reactions here, because nothing all too major outside of a dot. Let's see. Love you, Balboa. Appreciate it. Oh, shit. I killed his net. Sorry, buddy. Let's see. Yeah, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy I can see here. Yeah. Okay. I'm just checking just the last couple of spots, and there's just nothing blowing off. I'll check ESPN one final time, see if we got any late breaking news, and we got a couple things. We'll get out of here. Oh yeah, Vogel out as Lakers head coach officially 3 seasons. I tweeted that over the weekend if you didn't hear that. So yeah, Frank Vogel is no longer coaching the old LA Lakers there. Doncic suffered a calf strain in the regular season finale, so maybe something to think about there. T's and P's, longtime Cowboys running back coach. Gary Brown passed away at 52. T's and P's to the family of Gary Brown. And outside of that, nothing all else too spectacular. Sorry to end it there on a Debbie Downer, but I'll bring it up here in the next 2. Appreciate Gary and all the contributions you made to the NFL and making some obviously stone cold killers out of that backfield. So there you go. There you have it. All of my rants and reactions. Okay, my friends, 2 more here real quick. Wait, where the heck did that thing go? I don't know why that just disappeared on me. That was interesting. But it's time for my now Crypto Corner. And officially, maybe they become a title sponsor. Maybe they don't. Maybe they're working on something. Who knows? Who am I? What am I to say? But what I do know, my friends, is this episode of Colt's Crypto Corner is brought to you by Ether Brews. You see it on my dome piece. You see it up there now. Your universal all-access past NFT token, non-fungible token, to breweries across the globe. Get access to free merch, early drops, naming rights, 6-packs, everything all in between. You think about it in a discount form that a brewery offers. We can get you access to it, and we are currently working on that. If you didn't know, I've joined the team over there at Ether Brews, helping them out with some content and just really growing the brand. I really believe in the project and what they're doing over there. Some really cool stuff, cool announcements I'll be able to roll out here soon. The first 3D interactive NFT project. It is the fidget spinner of the Web3 space, my friends. You can go into your wallet, you can spin it around, you can look at the top, you can look at the bottom, you can zoom in. There's no other PFPs you can do that with, profile pictures. There's nothing else out there that you can do this with that I'm aware of, so maybe check it out. There's more than just the breweries. There's more than just the art. There also is an amazing community, so check them out. Etherbrews.com, ETHRBREWS.com. Just a little over 60% minted out. Check them out. That all being said, might as well just keep it going because I was going to shout them out first things first. Shout out my man Duncan Rogoff and everything you do for the space, for the community, man. I'm sure you guys have seen this on my profile now, but just wanted to kind of tell you guys the background of this. Shout out to my new Ether Brew. Holy free holies. Obviously, you see The background here is the Ether Brews emblem, or the label rather is the Ether Brews emblem, everything in between. So if you see anybody rocking these labels, they are part of the Ether Brews team, whether it's a community team, community liaison, community manager, Duncan, brand ambassador, Discord manager, whatever. Anybody you see rocking that is part of the Ether Brews team. So I'm glad to say I have joined him. Working basically on utilizing my talents of being able to host spaces, of being a podcaster, a content creator, and really helping spread the word. And we're working on some stuff in the background. I don't want to give away too much right now, but there's some really cool stuff that me and Duncan are working on, and me and the team are working on. Me, Ace, Baby O, everybody's seeing it, and also Up Too Late, everybody else involved as well. But cool stuff coming. We're going to have a space tonight. We got AMA Mondays. We got State of the Brew Union and Ask Me Anything. So pop on in. We will be having brand new spaces every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Monday will be AMA Monday, so we'll have a topic. We'll cover about the Ether Brews, maybe Gold Club, maybe the Ice Chest. This week we're just talking the State of the Union, where we at, where we want to be, where we're going. Everything all in between, where we're at, everything in between there as well. We'll talk all about that, and then you guys can ask us anything. Floor's open. And then Tuesdays, Trait Tuesdays, so we're going to go on the floor. People are really, really misunderstanding some of the value and the rarities behind some of these traits, even the rarities that the traits you're seeing on this guy right here. We are going to be rolling something out soon. Alpha, that maybe you got to come to that space to find out about what's happening. But we'll be sweeping through the floor, talking about traits, saying, oh my gosh, can you believe this? Going as fast as we possibly can and getting stuff swept up and really getting it into the right hands, because there is a lot of stuff out there that I want to let people know what the value is and check out for sure. And then Thursdays, we'll just be vibing. We'll have a great time. Those will be the longer ones. We'll probably have some artist spotlights, some different stuff going on, giveaways, yada, yada, yada. So more to come. I'm obviously still full-time in sports gambling, still doing everything on there. This is kind of side gig, side hobby. I'm an entrepreneur, and an opportunity presented itself to me, so I just said yes. And that's what I think you guys should do in all aspects and areas of your life. Don't be afraid to say yes to certain things. And if it doesn't work out, you got to go in a different direction. That's okay. But that's something I am firmly believing that is not going to be the case with Ether Brews at all. That is why I got involved. So check them out. There you go. There you have it. Wanted to shout out another community, another set of awesome human beings here. Let me see this direction. There's the new guy. Shout out to the C-Bums. This is my OG C-Bum, my rare guy. This is in the top 800. Y'all want to make an offer, go right on ahead, but you ain't getting it out of my wallet. That boy's rare as all hell. But this is my new guy from this weekend. Shout out Chris Madden, Mr. Azark, Nate. I appreciate all you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Everything you guys do for the space. I mean, just everything in between. I am beyond words to be able to express my gratitude and appreciation for you guys. Nate, you taking the opportunity to sign that work. I can't wait to be able to post that up in my apartment, flash that off, tell everybody about it, let them know about my C-Bums community and what I have the opportunity to contribute to. So if you guys want to get involved with another amazing project, Ether Brews is obviously an amazing project, giving back to charity, also generating a ton of Web3 and IRL utility. So is the C-Bums. They have an NFT world that they just purchased. They just released the trailer for it. It's absolutely bananas. They have so much other cool stuff coming up. And at the same time, if you are a fan of cleaning up our oceans and supporting ocean charities, this is a project for you. They've donated $136,000 back to charity, which comes from the direct sales. And then other stuff gets pumped back into the community and everything in between. So had to support a little bit more. Shout out my new C-Bum. There you go, 6112 if you want to check them out. You do have an open C, but there you go. There you have it. That is at C-BumsNFT on Twitter. But officially, there you go. We'll flex the other one more time just so you guys can see him because he's pretty doggone cool. But officially, that does it for my Crypto Corner. Once again, brought to you by Ether Brews. Go mint yourself a brew. We're minting now, and before you know it, those 4,444 are about to be gone. That's right. I said only 4,444, and there's 9 billion of us on this planet. So I suggest you get to going, my friends, before those things are gone, because there just might be alpha, another sale coming up. I have no idea. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know. Who knows? I didn't know. Who knows? There's huge stuff coming. Stay tuned. Stay locked in. I promise you guys, these are two projects you want to get involved in. So there you go. Officially, my crypto corner brought to you by etherbrews.com. Okie dokie, artichokies. Let me get rid of this guy and get ready for the final segment of the day, my motivation minutes. My friends, I talked about this in a space over the weekend, and I can't take the full credit for it. I heard one of my favorite artists. He actually wrote a book, Russ, if you guys know who Russ is. He wrote a book called Get Out of Your Way, Get Out of Your Own Way, I believe it is. Absolutely amazing book. And it's broken down into 3 parts, and it's actually kind of like a roadmap on how to find success. And I've listened to it. I've read it once. And I've listened to it in audio form a couple times. And he talks about these 3 things, and I've been able to like put my own perspective on it, my own spin, and really make an impact in the lives of others by kind of sharing this message and allowing you to like, hey, just practice these 3 things. And I'm telling you, this life will get a whole hell of a lot easier. So I want to tell you those, give you a little perspective, and then my 3 words. Wanted to kind of tell you those as well, and then just a little bit else, and we'll get on up, get on out. So the 3 things, my friends, are delusion, persistence, and gratitude. Number 1, delusion. My mind keeps snapping back to the time when Tiger Woods was asked either him or Arnold Palmer, and when faced with the question, when asked the decision, or name any other major golfer you want, when asked with that decision, he said, me. After a brief pause, instantaneously said, me. To which the interviewer replied, you don't, what do you mean? He said, well, you have to believe in yourself, don't you? You have to know that you're the greatest before you even are, don't you? And I want to share a quote with you that I come back to every single day that helps me keep pushing, because I know who I am, whose I am, and what I'm meant to be, and you guys should too. And that's the fact that I'm a millionaire. They just ain't paid me yet. Have that mindset. That's not cocky. That's not arrogant. And if somebody wants to tell you that's arrogant, then their light's not shining bright enough. They got to tell you that your light's shining too damn bright. And I got 2 words that you can tell that person, and it ain't happy birthday, my friends. So it's something to think about. Have that delusion. Don't worry about what others think. Don't worry about what a perception of you is. You are already the best. You are already a millionaire. They just ain't paid you yet. You want to reach the peaks of this life? You want to attain those goals in your life? Then you have to start living like you already have. You have to be delusional, literally walking around like you are hallucinating, like you have already done this. Like you are making content, like people are, even if you have 1 view, like people are absolutely consuming. Delusion is what it takes. And if you cannot look in yourself in the mirror and have delusion and faith in yourself when no one else does, then I don't know if you're going to find success in your life. That has to be number 1. Fuck what everybody else thinks. 2 is while you're doing that, it ain't going to be easy. It ain't going to be easy at all, I promise you, but you have to persist. And I told this story over the weekend of how I view persistence and adversity. And I view adversity as standing on a battlefield. And you see your enemy. You are the only one. You ain't even got an army behind you, cut. It is only you. And you see the enemy army out there, and you see they're drawing their bows, and all of a sudden you see all of them light up in flames. Holy shit, they're about to get wild on my ass. Damn. Buckle down. All right, armor's good. Let's see what's good. Now, you got an option. When that adversity, those flaming arrows are flying across the battlefield at you, you got an option to cower, try and use what armor you have and hope not all of them pierce you, which it'll probably happen at the end of the day. Or you can choose to persevere, stand tall, and start ripping them sons of bitches out of the air and breaking them over your knee and saying, fuck that, forget that shit, that ain't me, nobody knows what the fuck I'm on, boom, pow, bam, and keep moving. That is how I view adversity. That is how I view persistence. And if you can have that mental image as you are going through a day and something just... You thought you were going what direction? Oh, hell no, shawty. Come back this way. We're going here. You thought you were going to reach that goal today. Oh, hell no. When that happens, it's a flaming arrow. Just got to break it over the old knee. And if you want to, use my favorite. You use my absolute favorite. Give them the blades. Just give them the blades. You just got to keep persisting. You give them 1, give them 2. If they need a 3rd, that's all right. But give them the blades. Persistence, delusion, persistence, final, gratitude. And it's something that is so overlooked, but so easy. People think that You have to do this whole grandiose, wild, roll out the red carpet deal to show gratitude. When it's as simple as you can get up with a pad and a paper next to your bed every damn morning, and before you allow your feet to hit that floor, before opening up the Bird app, before opening up InstaSlam, before sending that email, before sending that text, you write down but 3 things you are grateful for. You rip off that piece of paper and you put it in your pocket, or you put it next to you, you stick it on your wall, whatever, and you keep it with you for the rest of the day. I promise you it is impossible not to be grateful. It is impossible not to see other areas in your life to be grateful. It is impossible not to see other places and literally go out of your way to see the gratitude in that situation. And I know I share it all the time, but I am beyond grateful for you guys. I am beyond grateful for you allowing me to share this message with you. I'm beyond grateful for the people outside mowing. So, hey, I can have some beautiful grass to look at. Not ideal during the old motivation minutes, but hey, there you go. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. So you should have that mindset. If you want to find success in this life, and my definition of success, happy, healthy, hungry. You are happy, you are joyous, life is good, you are healthy, you got no problems, you got no issues, and you are hungry. You are fulfilled, and you are ready to tackle every single day and absorb anything that gets thrown on your plate. That's what I mean by hungry. Happy, healthy, hungry is my definition of success. And I close this motivations with this today, my friends. If not now, when? And if not you, who? And that does it for my motivation minutes of the day. All right, my friends, that is officially episode number 258 of the Talking the Line podcast. I got to get on up and get on out because I got another show to get on, episode number 5 of season 3 of the Wise Words podcast. That's right, recording it here today, dropping 12 p.m. Central on the YouTube channel, as well as all major podcast directories right after that, and then clips, everything coming out. So check it all out, talkingline.com/wise-words-podcast, or just visit the link tree in this episode's description where you can find every single thing right there. Outside of that, ladies and gentlemen, degenerates and gamblers, far and wide, for myself, your humbled, honored, hyped, and always handicapping host, Cappin Colt Soroka. I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with me, and make my Mondays better. Thank you for allowing me to be me, for me to be the real version, to share my insights, to share my analysis, to share my bets, whether you ride them or you fade them, to hopefully make you laugh a little bit, to hopefully provide that mental vacation, to hopefully provide a couple of rabbit holes for you to dive in that you would have never thought of otherwise. Maybe provide a saying you never heard before and make you laugh too. I don't know. Whatever it might be, I hope I can provide that for you, and I just want to thank you guys for providing that for me. Thank you for allowing me to show up every single day, chase my passion, chase my goals, and be able to pivot, and not even pivot, just get myself more involved in other industries and other spaces because of that. So thank you guys so much. I see you, your likes, your views, your shares, your subscriptions, your retweets, everything. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of it. For now, and to all you mowers out there, I hope you have a spectacular rest of your Monday, unless you have any plans. Nothing but a TERRIFIC resty afternoon filled with nothing but trips to the pay window. And as per usual, you know how we close this here show. Let's cash some tickets.